This is the Ariel Nomad. It's an automotive misnomer that, since 2015, has set the rulebook on fire and laughed in the face of all of those road-focused off-roaders we love to hate. It's as good on-road as it is off it. And while reviews will tell you how engaging and exhilarating the Nomad is, I'll bet that you've never seen one on the road. So the question is this: is the Ariel Nomad still relevant? To find out, I have picked one of the coldest days of the year and a track that has just started to thaw. This should be interesting. Alright then, so you join me inside the Ariel Nomad. This isn't probably the first place that I would take a car like this, but this is the situation that we find ourselves in. It is currently 0 degrees, the sun is going down, the tyres, well, they're never really going to get much temperature in them, but I do have a big e-brake, so if it starts to understeer, then I'll just use that. Anyway, this is the Nürburgring. Let's find out what this car is like. The first thing you notice, it is very, very noisy. And that's because the Honda-sourced K24 we'll look at in more detail later sits exposed behind me, powering only the rear wheels to a 0 to 60 time of 3.4 seconds and a top speed of 125 miles an hour. The suspension travel on this is, I don't know how long it is, take it from me, it is very, very long. The whole car pitches and wallows and dives. Look, let me just hit the brakes. Well, the whole car just does a massive nosedive. And when you accelerate, it does exactly the opposite. It's thanks to this immense suspension travel and the fact that it weighs less than 700 kilos that the Nomad can dominate any terrain you point at it. From tarmac tracks like this to the gnarliest green lanes you can find. Currently off-roading, this is a Nomad. I can obviously do that. And then we just rejoined the track. It is amazing, and it boggles the mind that a car like the Ariel Nomad actually exists, because it shouldn't exist. Think about the car that you probably drive. Think about all the nannying systems. Think about the fact that you've got doors. This is literally as pure as driving gets. The fact that this thing has got a windscreen is an optional extra, for crying out loud. Everything is as exposed as it gets, and you can just do donuts for days. So for those of you who do not know what an Ariel Nomad is, it is effectively an exoskeleton on wheels. Powering this is a 2.4 litre Honda VTEC engine with 235 horsepower. It is as good on road as it is off it, which is why we've got this nice big bash bar here. We've got recovery points. We've got really nice long travel Eibach coilover suspension. And then if you join me inside, we've really not got a lot, do we? We've got bucket seats, we've got harnesses. This jacket is not OEM, as nice as it is. These seats are actually fixed in place, so because I'm quite short, I do actually need to use it a little bit as a booster seat. Then we have removable steering wheel. We've also got a nice big hydro brake, so you can do lots of cool drifting. 6-speed manual gearbox. And outside we have really big spotlights that I like. We also have a heated windscreen and perspex on the side, so mud that you fling up doesn't come in. But my favourite part about this vehicle is that we've got a winch, and if anyone knows me, then you know that I like winching. But we are on a racetrack, there are no big nor heavy things that I need to winch, so I've connected it to the nearest big and heavy thing that I know. It's Rory. Well, hold the line. Watch this, everyone. Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to have my lunch break.
I'm surprised it's coping. I'm actually going to give it a little bit of a hand because I want to get and drive it.
Wait.
Sorry. He's always eating, isn't he? Anyway, thank you, Rory. I'm now going to go and have a drive. Oh, that's still connected. Right, so what's it like to drive? The answer is completely hilarious. It is knackering, it is exhilarating. My face is starting to hurt because I've been smiling so much. There is no assistance to the steering, so it does take a fair bit of strength to actually get the car moving. But when you do, there is nothing that comes close to driver enjoyment. As for the engine, that K24 2.4 litre Honda engine with VTEC, that engine screams!
But if power is more your thing, there's also a supercharged version of the same engine that ups power to around 300. And if you're still not satisfied, then the Nomad R, which has been set up more as a tarmac rally car than the jack of all trades like this one, goes one further again thanks to a supercharged K20 2-litre engine with a mighty 335 horsepower.
Oh wow! Wow!
If it were my money though, it's the naturally aspirated one I'd go for, because in this case, less is definitely more.
I am having so much fun in this because it is all usable speed, usable power, usable fun. If you crash here, it doesn't matter because look, I can just go off-roading anytime I want. It doesn't matter.
And that's the beauty of the Nomad, because when you drive this thing, nothing matters at all. And I don't mean the fact that you can have a crash and bend this thing back into shape with a sledgehammer. What I mean is that the Nomad taps into every basic human sense: touch, sight, hearing, smell and taste, and then pummels them with a VTEC-sized boxing glove. So to circle back to my original question, is the Nomad still relevant? No, absolutely not. In fact, it's never been relevant. But in a world of ever-tightening health and safety rules that constantly tell us that we can't go there and we can't climb that, take it from me when I say that driving a car like the Nomad is a great way to reset the brain and remember what it feels like to be truly free of rules.